Oh, what's this? Oh, it's another WRX. It's not mine though. It's not mine. It's different. It's different. Start. It's got a flat 4 in it. Yeah, it's got a flat 4. AC works. There we go. All right. Today, doing a review on what is essentially my wife's 2004 Subaru WRX with 154,361 miles on it. This thing runs like a champ though. Okay, so some things about this car. It's got a 2-liter EJ205 completely stock engine on it. It has a knockoff Cobb intake made by OBX. It's got my old TurboXS top mount intercooler that you've seen on the other videos, 3-inch Catless Downpipe, and a Cobb knockoff exhaust system, whatever. One of those cheap eBay ones that look like a Cobb. Here's the big thing: automatic. Yeah, it's a 4.8. It's a 4-speed electronic automatic transmission. And that's the main reason why I'm doing this video. The engine hasn't warmed up yet, so I really can't. I'm not going to get on it just yet. Turbo is a stock turbo, TDO413T. Injectors are the stock 440cc injectors. Fuel pump, stock fuel pump. Suspension on the car is a set of Skunk 2 lowering springs, and that's pretty much it. The tires are stock tire size with the factory 16-inch wheels on it. The only reason I'm not getting out of the car is because the weather's looking really bad, so maybe when I get out somewhere where it's a little bit safer, I'll show you the outside of the car. But realistically, I just wanted to show you what it's like inside this thing, and it is different from the 05. The 04 and the 05 share the same front end, same body design, same everything, but the interior is different, where I have the automatic climate control, where it's nice fluent through here with 2 cup holders. This one has the knobs, the little tray thing, which I kind of like having that little tray thing here. And of course you got your little cup holder right there. Little boost gauge, factory boost gauge. I'm eventually going to replace that with an aftermarket one because it just, you know, it's kind of crummy looking. I mean, you can see it runs and drives really good. It does run Cobb Accessport Stage 2 tune, the off-the-shelf map. Overall, it's actually not a bad car to drive, and the big thing is that I wanted to talk about was the automatic transmission. I know everybody's going to say that it's boring and not fun to drive and blah, 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 blah. Well, actually, to be fair, the automatic transmission in this car is really not that bad. And I understand it doesn't put down the power to the wheels very well, but for an automatic transmission, this is actually a very responsive transmission. The only downside that I don't like about this is, watch this, ready? All right, floored. I had to wait a little bit. It's like the transmission was going, oh, wait a minute. Are we sure? Are we at full throttle? I think we are. But which gear do I need to be in? I think I need to be in this gear. Yep, that's it. Okay. And it finally pulls. So the delay is pretty bad. However, the actual overall drive of this car is really not bad. This car will achieve good gas mileage. I've done some maintenance work to this, but when we first got this, I took this on a trip for our honeymoon, and honestly, it actually achieved, I think, 31 to 32 miles per gallon on the highway, which really isn't that bad. Once we got to cruising speed of about 70 miles an hour, I'm not one to drive crazy and fast and whatnot, but once we got to speed of about 70 miles an hour, it actually turned out very well. So some things that I like about this is I like the TDO4 turbo on it. I like the fact that it drives really smooth. The The TD04 is very responsive with this automatic transmission. It doesn't feel like it lags, because the gears are longer than your 5-speed, and they're especially longer than mine. The gears just feel like you still get the power down low to get you up in traffic and whatnot. So it does actually do pretty good. And as you can see, this is a Catless exhaust system, and I'm actually talking very light right now, and the exhaust system is actually pretty quiet in here. You can still hear the rumble. It does get pretty loud, but it's really not as exceptionally loud as some other cars. And again, Catless, there's no resonator on it. There's it's just a full turbo back. It's just got, you know, the muffler on the back side. So I think I'm gonna pull over up here, yeah, because this place has a pretty good parking lot. And I'm gonna pull over up here and kind of get outside the car, let you guys kind of take a look here. Well, it's kind of a, I don't want to say an abandoned road, but the sound of that spool of the turbo. That's, I love it. I love that part. Okay, well, here's what I'm gonna do. Just so that nobody hits the car. Turn that off. Alright. Now, let's take a look at the outside of the car. Alright. So as you can see, it's got the factory wheels on the back. It's got the raised spoiler here. We do have a custom paint job on this car, which I think is absolutely beautiful. You can see the roof on here. Now, it does need to be finished. We do have a little bit of work we got to do to it. The car is dirty too. And here's the performance parts on there. There you go. Intake. Oil catch can. We got the intercooler, TurboXS blow-off valve, which on an automatic really doesn't do anything. We've got the special edition breast cancer awareness. It's dirty as hell, but special breast cancer awareness. And we also have the Grimspeed intercooler shroud right here, and like I said, some stuff that just needs to be cleaned up in this engine bay. This car, again, when we bought it, had like 130,000 miles on it, and I think some old people owned it. So, and we added a front lip thanks to a friend of mine who got the wrong lip for his car, and it actually fit. It fit good, and it actually looks really good. Little design touches, and again, now some of the stuff you can't see on here is the paint color itself is platinum silver metallic. But you can't really see it too well in here, is the clear coat actually has a red sunset red pearl in it, and so with the sunset red pearl in there, the black accents that we did, that you can see to the front end that we did, kind of that Audi Evo looking thing there. It actually comes out looking like a black cherry color. And you can't really see it in this light, but that's what it comes out to look like, is like a black cherry color. And you might be able to see it in the light, maybe a little bit. I don't know if you guys can really see it or not. But it comes out like a black cherry color, and like I said, there's the Cobb exhaust. So it does do pretty good. Like I said, this is still kind of a build in progress here. So let's get back in this thing. Alright. Now here's the other thing. People want to bitch about how these things just, you can't have much power put down on these. So here we go. Alright. AC off. All right, get the revs up. That was 60 miles an hour from a dead stop right there. So it's not bad. It does pretty good. It's not a bad ride. So I actually enjoy this car, and as a daily, to me, look, I don't have to shift. I still have plenty of power. I don't have to shift. Sometimes that's awesome, and it might just be me getting old, but I don't know, sometimes I look at that and I'm like, man, you know, it's so nice to have an automatic and I don't have to worry about shifting and traffic and clutch pedal and all that kind of stuff. But you know, then you go back and you're like, oh yeah, this is so much more fun with having a clutch pedal on it. So there's positives and negatives to having the automatic transmission. You can still launch the fuck out of this thing. Ooh, I can't say that. I'll have to edit that out. You can still launch it, but it's not going to be anywhere near. Here we go, roll into the throttle. Let's see. Oh damn, there we go. 70, 80, 90, and slow it down now. So we'll do, let's slow it down to about 40, and we'll do a 40 to 80 roll, just to see what this is like with the automatic transmission. And again, now I can downshift it if I want to with the automatic, and I'm just may do that. So, but I want to kind of show the responsiveness of the transmission. So we're at about 40 miles an hour right here. All right. I'm gonna floor it in 3, 2, 1. So, I mean, as you can see, it pulls pretty good for what it is. I mean, it's not the fastest car in the world, and I do realize that. But to me, for my wife, this car is plenty of fun. It's got plenty of power to it. It's plenty quick enough. You know, it's got a decent stereo system in it. It's got, you know, the hood scoop. It's got some performance parts on it. It's got, you know, the blow-off valve. It makes it look nice and fancy. So there are a lot of things that are to like about this, having the automatic transmission. But this is an 04 WRX, 4-speed automatic sedan. You know, it's built just like every other Subaru. The dash looks exactly the same. The center console's a little bit different from mine, but they're all, you know, built, you know, plastic everywhere, plastic. You know, it's got semi-soft dash here. You know, your typical stuff. You got this, which doesn't do a thing, in my opinion. Cheap fold-down mirrors here, which they fixed that in 05. You know, they've got some things on here that they definitely made better in 05 than they did in 04. But overall, it's pretty much the same car. So the review, I can't really say too much about the car itself, but I think this car is plenty of fun that you can have while still being sensible with an automatic transmission. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and had some fun with me. I know I had fun just ripping on this thing for a little bit. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, make some comments or share this video, do whatever. Watch my other videos, the WRX files, if you haven't already. I have a little bit of problems with my WRX. They're getting fixed right now, which is why I'm driving my wife's car and doing a review on it. So watch the other videos. Watch the newest video for the WRX files, because there's a lot of heartbreak in there involving my car. But hopefully we'll have another one here soon, and you guys will be able to enjoy this and enjoy the drive with me. So stay tuned, keep watching, like, share, comment. Deuces.